Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. A lot of times on garbage day I will see vacuum cleaners, and what I notice a lot of times is someone has already gone by and has cut the cord. Now the cord, good thing to take when you're scrapping. It's $1 a pound. There's a pretty good cord there, but there's a lot more to just the cord in a vacuum cleaner. There's a motor that has copper in it, there's some silver, there's some more wiring. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to show you what's inside and how do you get the most for your time and effort. Keep in mind there is a lot of plastic and there's a lot of screws that you have to take out for the shell, but once you get to the motor it's pretty smooth sailing. One of my problems I have with people cutting the cord is there are some times where these vacuum cleaners actually work. There was a Hoover vacuum cleaner I found last year that had just a, luckily someone didn't cut the cord. I took it home, looked in the hose just had a highlighter in it. I took the highlighter out, cleaned it off, and I actually brought the vacuum cleaner back to the woman. She said she already bought another one, so just keep it. So I got myself a brand new Hoover vacuum cleaner. So before you scrap anything, if the cord's not cut, make sure you see if it works, okay? You can donate it or sell as is or do what you please with it. But I'm gonna go into this for the sake of time. Like I said, I've already taken out the screws, just so you don't have to see all the screws, but there are a lot of them. So I'm gonna just take it apart and there you go. So what I'm left with this vacuum cleaner is, as I said, a lot of screws. Okay, this is just attached to a magnet. I've had to take all these screws out. Okay, so that is the first thing I'll put away. A nice large cord. Okay, as I said, this goes for $1 a pound. I don't know, there's maybe a pound and a bit here. It's got some nice brass prongs on the end that I can keep on if I want, or I could take them off and put into a brass bucket. There is some more cord here, okay, that this ran down the arm or the frame of the vacuum cleaner. Okay, this stuff is not $1 a pound, but it's because it's a little bit lower grade, but it's still wiring. It's still wire that I can separate and put into a low grade bag. It doesn't take a lot to clean up, but so that's something bonus as well. Okay. There's a motor. Okay, now the motor does have copper in it, and I'm going to take this motor apart in a second. It's got aluminum as well. There is a small silver contact that was on the handle to turn on and off the vacuum cleaner. And if I was to break that open, I would get silver contacts. So that shiny piece right here is actually silver. So I would cut this off, I put it into a small container, and these are all my silver contacts from microwaves, switches for microwaves, ovens, vacuum cleaners, anything and anything. I will put this away and eventually mix it with some nitric acid and hopefully make a silver bouillon. Okay, so the motor, very simple to take apart. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to cut off the wire. Okay, and go do that. Sometimes it's held in with just different bolts or screws. Okay, so do that right now. There is also brass on the connectors, which I will get in a little bit. But right now I'm just trying to get at the motor itself. Okay, so nice piece of wiring, okay, that adds to my collection. Okay, the motor usually has, sometimes they'll have a foam around this. You just pry that off. Okay, and the motors come in all different sizes. Okay, I'm going to show you very quickly. This motor was actually from a shop vac vacuum cleaner that I found. Okay, it still has the cord attached, the switch, which would have silver in it. Okay, aluminum body, a bolt that I have to take out. Okay, so again, people just take the easy stuff and drive away, and I'm here to tell you there's a lot more to this stuff than just that. So let me take these bolts out, take a couple seconds. Okay. Again, some people use a drill. I don't like to use a drill. I like to get in there, use my hands. Take my gloves off for a second so it's easier to grip. Okay, they're larger screws. And as I showed you a couple seconds ago, there are a lot of screws in the plastic. So there's 2 bolts here. Okay, this will pop off if I use a hammer. There's connected somewhere else with another bolt. No, okay, it's just connected. That's okay, I can fix this up later. So, now I have access to the motor. It spins. Be careful, there is some sharper edges. Okay, but first thing I want to do in order to get to that motor, I'm going to take off the aluminum. Very simple to do. Put it in a vise. Okay. And I like to start off with just prying off the first sheet of aluminum. Okay, so aluminum. And now I have access to the bolt. I have to take this bolt off in order to get to... There are my vice grips, sorry. Should have had these here. I'm probably in the middle of cleaning up and getting stuff sorted. So finding your tools is very important. Okay, so it is a little bit sharp. I want to make sure I wear gloves and safety glasses. Okay, I just take the bolt and I'm going to go. I'm going to hold this piece of frame, turns, I go clockwise. Okay, there is a little washer that keeps that on there. I'm going to pry that up. Those screws go in my seal bin. Okay, another piece of aluminum. Now, in order to get to the actual motor, there is usually underneath here another set of bolts. Sometimes there's screws. Sometimes they're not. I'm going to look if there's an easier way. If not, I have to just pound it out, but I don't think I do. There you go. Okay, so first thing, this is a copper motor. I just throw in as is, okay, because there's no way I'm going to be stripping or taking that copper out. It's not worth it. So this is just a copper motor. Okay, it's a good £1.5 pounds. Okay, the motor is, I can just actually pull out. Okay, and let me show you here with pliers. There is actually some nice brass pieces. Okay, and this is actually fastened to the top. I can actually just throw this right into my steel bin. I am going to take a hammer. I will take out the brass here. Okay, there's some brass there, there's some brass here, connectors. Okay, I will take that out, but I'm not going to grind out this piece of steel, so I can actually throw this as is in the steel bin. Okay. As I said, there's some connectors here, some really nice brass that I just take a hammer to, and I would knock this plastic off, and there I go. I got some nice yellow brass that'll go in the brass bin. Okay. Now the motor, very, very easy to take apart. Okay, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my grinder. Okay, I'm going to just I'm gonna use a hammer, take this plastic piece off, I'm gonna just cut down here and down here, and then I'm gonna just turn it over and pop it out. So I will show you how this works. Alright, so angle grinder. I like to use a face shield when I'm doing any type of grinding because I've had issues before where I'm accident prone and some metal sometimes or plastic will go into my eye. So 2 quick incisions and I will just take this out for you. Alright, so here we go. Like this. I will take just a regular screwdriver, put it underneath. And pop up. There you go. So there's one. Get under all of it because I don't want to be pulling out pieces. There it is. Use the device as a lever, and there you go. So now I have a piece of steel, and I have some copper. Now this copper, because it has kind of a darker tinge to it, it probably has a coating on it, so it would be number 2 copper. Now I would not be discouraged because all I do is I throw it in a bag or a bucket, and as you can see, it adds up. Okay, this is all from motors, from vacuum cleaner motors and other little small motors that I have found. Okay, and again, just to recap. The copper, the wire that everyone gets, some more wire, the silver contact, and the couple pieces of aluminum, and lastly, the brass that I will be getting out as well. Okay, and as I said, there is a lot of plastic. And all I do is I will throw it into my garbage. I really wish, they had some type of recycling program, to take care of that, to process it, but unfortunately they don't. But I guess I'm doing my part, keeping out as many resources as I can out of the landfill. Hope you liked my video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. Tin Man out.